Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Driven. Today we're going to jump into William Byron's 2023 season. We're going to start with the primary Axalta paint scheme that I purchase for every calendar year that the 24 is on track. This was the Axalta primary, very similar, obviously what we have here, to 22 and 21. Byron only ran this paint scheme though in 4 races. If you want to count Axalta running as the primary paint scheme, he did run that throwback at Darlington. The first time he ran this was at Gateway, finished 8th after starting 7th. Then he won at Atlanta. It's an interesting story. He then raced this paint scheme for the 3rd time at Talladega in the fall, started 8th, finished 2nd, had a shot at winning, and then finally in the finale race at Phoenix, he raced this paint scheme. Obviously at Phoenix and Talladega, he had the playoff markings on it, so it was a little bit different than what you see here. Overall, it was a similar paint scheme, obviously the primary. Kind of strange that the decision to only run this as kind of a secondary primary from the Axalta. I know Raptor was the main, division of Axalta paints that they wanted to have as the primary paint scheme. And we'll actually see that when we look at his Las Vegas win. One final thing I want to add on about this paint scheme was it was very strange for the 2023 season to start off without an Axalta primary paint scheme being offered as a diecast. As the year went on, and as he raced this at Gateway, it was offered as an option. And you can see that he already had 3 wins at that point in the season. If you look above the rear windows on the sides, there's already 3 winners stickers there. So it was just a very strange decision from everybody on board to not run this as the actual primary paint scheme when Axalta had been the primary from 1992 onward with Jeff Gordon and now William Byron. But we still got the primary Axalta paint scheme. Moving on to the Las Vegas win. I remember watching this race on my phone at my wife's parents' house because we would always go over there for dinner on Sundays, and the race was on and I kind of wanted to interact and play games with them as we normally do, but I had my phone sitting next to me, and just watching William Byron dominate that race, I told my wife, I said, I got a bad feeling about this one because whenever the 24 dominates, something bad happens. And sure enough, I think it was a bad pit stop or some sequence that got Kyle Larson out front of William Byron, but then there was a late race caution and Byron leapfrogged Larson, and on the last restart he ended up winning the race. As far as stats go for the race, Byron led a race high 176 of the 271 laps. He did start 2nd, finished the race in 1st obviously. So this was a really important race to start the 2023 season because it was only the 3rd race of the season. William Byron was coming off of 2022 with 2 victories. That was the first time that he had multiple wins in a season, and so 2023 they were looking to build on it after crashing out of the Daytona 500, coming into Las Vegas after a 25th place finish at Fontana. They needed something to go right for them. They brought a great car, led a lot of laps, and this diecast is just fantastic. I love all the confetti on it. That's the best part, in my opinion, of any raced version diecast. There's not a ton of markings on this car that would really distinguish it from a normal primary diecast, aside from all the confetti, which again is a huge distinguishing factor. I would say probably 80 to 85% of diecasts that win the race do have confetti on them. This was the primary design run for the 24 team in 2023, this Raptor scheme. They did a little bit better of a job incorporating some design elements around that rear wheel well and right above the side skirt because it's still just an empty, ugly space, but at least it has some lines that wrap around the wheel and, poke out of the side skirt. It looks okay, but still not great. So overall, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody for sticking with me, continuing on this journey. We're now up over 100 subscribers. It's a pretty crazy concept if you ask me, but again, I appreciate all you guys do. Thank you guys for watching and have a great weekend. Bye.